Hi everybody, AJ Ongina here, and welcome back to part 2 of my rating my CD bucket video series thing. Yeah? Okay, we'll go with that. So today I'm going to kind of take off. I'm going to lead with. I'm going to start where we ended, something like that. See, my transitions aren't that great going from part 1. I didn't expect for this to be a whole thing. But you know what? I got a lot of positive comments from the first video, and you guys kind of liked seeing my old CDs, and some of you kind of like this sound, right? You got to hear that plastic on plastic action. So let's go through a couple more, shall we? First one on top of my pile today is Greatest Hits compilation, the Bare Naked Ladies. I think it's called Disc 1, 91 to 2001. It's got all the hits, right? The Old Apartment, Brian Wilson, One Week, Be My Yoko Ono, If I Had $1 Million, Jane. It's all been done. They're all good. Bare Naked Ladies, good band. I like this one. You guys ever listen to their Christmas album? I think I talked about Christmas albums last time. But yeah, they got a good one. What's this? Moist. Some of you already clicked away from the video. You love that word, moist. I'm gonna try and play a drinking game. Nah, I'm too old for that stuff. But moist. Maybe counter. Let's do a counter. How many times can I say moist in one video? So Moist released an album called Moist, Machine Punch Through, back in, what year is this? 2001. Greatest hits of Moist is greatest hits. Resurrection, Silver, Breathe, Tangerine, Leave It Alone, Gasoline. I don't know, they're all pretty good. Moist. What's the counter at? Let me know in the comments. I didn't count. Tinfoil Phoenix, local Winnipeg band. This one's called Living in the Shadow of the Bat. That was kind of a title referred to in the song Neapolitan. I believe that's about Burt Ward, about his involvement in the old Batman series back in the day as Robin, the Boy Wonder. Neapolitan's a big hit on here, but literally James Spader was good. I mean, all these songs were really good. Tinfoil Phoenix. Okay. Oh, I know a lot of you shut the video off when I pulled this one out last time, but here's two more. Nickelback. So I'm only taking these out this time, and I'm just going to say a little thing because of what this is. The Long Road and All the Right Reasons were the exact same album. Don't believe me? Listen to them. I swear. Just the order, rock song, fast song, slow song, blah, blah, blah. Even the last song on this one, Rockstar, sounds exactly like See You at the Show on this one. The Long Road did have a good cover of Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, which is my favorite Elton John song. Dimebag Darrell did the solo on this one, I'm pretty sure. And if you listen really carefully, after the solo is done, you can still hear his tempo track going all the way through for the rest of the tune. So, there's that. Oh, okay, this is a weird one. So for one, Crossfade had like the biggest song in the United States this year. This was like 2004? 2003, 2004, 2005. I don't know what year it is. Song was called Cold. Very good. You'll know it. It starts with Looking Back at Me. Yes. You're right. So anyway, this is a weird one because it opens up on the side here. If you look, and the case kind of opens like a book. Half of it's a CD, and then the other half is a DVD. I believe these were called dual discs, not enhanced disc. What was it called? Yeah, dual disc. All right, what's next? This takes me back to the wheelies days. You guys ever go to wheelies, roller skating? Spin Doctors, Pocket Full of Kryptonite. You know, Little Miss Can't Be Wrong. Two Princes. That was the one. That was the big hit. I don't really think they had anything after this. Do I have the CD in here? I do. So basic, but it's good. Good old wheelies. What's this? Billy Talent. This whole album is good. Don't get me wrong. Like the big hit was what? Try Honesty, River Below, Prisoners of Today. Okay, so there's a couple big hits, but I think Try Honesty was the best one. What I like about Billy Talent is they have their own sound. Like nobody else sounds like them, and they don't sound like anybody else. So yeah, this is really good. Billy Talent. I should probably listen to this later. Okay. All right. So we got two here, side by side. The Serial Joe Collection. I don't know if they released any more in this, but that's all you needed. This one, when they were just kids, I think there was a picture of them as like babies. Oh yeah. I don't think you can see that, but these guys are like just kids. Skid Row. Remember the music video? I think they're at like a skate park. Yo, Skid, yeah, you down on the road. What you gonna do? Where you gonna go? Something like that. Very good. Yeah, these guys are babies in this one. And of course, the big hit off Face Down was Mistake. And any other good ones? Honestly, I don't remember any of the other ones. Mistake was the big hit. I've even covered it a few times. But the US version, because if you listen to the US version, had like a different bridge and different solo. All right. Game changer-ish. Kid Rock was very different. Remember being at the lake and it was like 2, 3 a.m. and you know, the fire's dying down. Everyone's kind of half passed out sleeping. And then Ba Wada Ba comes on the radio and I was like, whoa, what is this guy? This is Kid Rock, apparently. So anyway, I went and got the CD. Cowboy was a pretty big tune too. I think we all know the words to that one. And what was the big winner off here? Oh, Only God Knows Why. I did like that song. Not a Jesus guy, but I did like that song. Actually, I don't think Kid Rock is much of a Jesus guy either. Okay, I talked about this in the last video. This is a correction on my mistake. I think I called the Rabbit album Kill Caustic. I did kind of think it was called December Underground, officially titled December Underground. What has it got? Kill Caustic, Miss Murder, Endlessly She Said Is Good, Love Like Winter. You know what? AFI, this is another good album. Is there anything in here? Okay, so there's no disc. But what there is, oh, that book's not going back in. I got a receipt. It says Future Shop all over it. Let's see what this thing is. Future Shop 66/06 at 10:04 a.m. It's probably supposed to be at work that day. December Underground receipt for $12.99. Total with tax $14.81. Probably should have dropped that CD. That's kind of neat. Have the receipt still. I don't know how many people still have receipts for CDs. Ooh, Bringing Down the Horse, Wallflowers. You guys already know what this is. Fifth Avenue Heartache. That was probably the big hit. I actually have the disc. Way to go. Good for me. All right, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness double disc. I think they're both in there. Side 1, side 2. They're both there. So what do we got tonight? Zero, Butterfly Wings, probably. Yep, 1979. This is good. Billy Corgan, I just saw a YouTube video with him saying in 2021 there's going to be the third part to this album coming out. I think this was the second part. Machina was, I believe, part 2 of this. And so there's going to be a third album coming out. And I think he said he recorded like 60 songs. They're going to do like some Broadway show of it. But Machina, this is a good disc. I like this one. The Everlasting Gaze. I get that stuck in my head from time to time. And I think this album ended up being an album where all the songs were being covered like in EDM. It was something weird like that. Like, you remember when Phil Collins, there was a tribute album done to Phil Collins and it was all like rap guys? Like I think DMX did In the Air Tonight, something like that. It was really strange. But yeah, this is a good one. Okay. I got a little story with this one. Joe Satriani, Crystal Planet. My favorite song is Crystal Planet off here. Back in the day, I used to subscribe to like Guitar World and Guitar One and Canadian Musician, but Joe Satriani, and especially this one picture, was always being advertised in like Guitar One and Guitar World, and it was very impressionable. And I I was going to give up music. I was done with the drums and bass, and I started learning guitar, and I just wasn't getting it quite at the time. And I got a Columbia House offer of all things, 12 CDs for a penny, right? I got this one, Joe Satriani, Crystal Planet, and it made me fall back in love with playing guitar. I don't even have the disc anymore. Strange, he's got a Telecaster in here. But anyway, back to the advertising. I ended up getting like the strings. What did he probably played DRs or something back then. I bought the strings, I bought the guitar straps, I bought the album, right? But I mean, dude, I bought his guitar. No, it's not the chrome one. but I do have the Joe Satriani signature Ibanez JS 100 or 1000. I don't know what it is. I didn't get the 1200, which was like the super deluxe. But yeah, I ended up buying his guitar. So if anyone says advertising doesn't work, it works. Okay, what do we got left? Eric the Great. This is a homemade CD. Eric the Great is a busker. Lives in Winnipeg. You know who he is. You don't know until I tell you the story. At every event, Eric the Great is there, playing with his guitar, and usually he's playing Ring of Fire on repeat. Now you know who he is. Good story about how I acquired this disc is back in the day, my old band MA6 was in this thing called Band Quest, which was a battle of the bands, and there was like 100 bands. We all played at the zoo in Aussies. Anyway, we finished third in that competition, and they had made trophies for us. So I went down to Aussies to pick them up, and Eric the Great was sitting at the bar. Actually, I have this. Band Quest 2007, the zoo, third place. So I do have it. Anyway, so Eric the Great was sitting at the bar, and we had a chat because he saw me picking up the trophies, and I bought a CD, $5. I don't remember it being that good, but I do like the story. Okay, talked about this in the last video, and I couldn't figure out what it was called. Yes, it was called Around the Fur. First song was called My Own Summer Shove It. I don't recognize any of the other songs, but hey, you know what? You gotta fix my mistakes. So anyway, yeah, that's what it was. It was actually called My Own Summer. It was the first song I ever played in my first vehicle and the first CD player that was ever put in. Shout out to my Uncle Larry. He put that thing in there for me. And the last one we're going to review tonight, and it's not quite a review, Widemouth Mason, self-titled, don't even know the year, 97, looks like 97. Big song in here, Midnight Rain. Sound familiar? It's the name of my album number 2, just like I did with the first album, Blanket of Ghosts, being an homage to Dustin Kenser's song Blanket of Ghosts. I did the exact same thing with Midnight Rain. So shout out to Widemouth Mason. If you guys don't know them, look them up. I love Widemouth Mason, good stuff. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. I got another stack here. I should probably go through that too. So you know what, maybe I'll see you for part 3. All right, thanks, have a good night.